Welcome to Thái Nguyên News. Now today highlights. Green Sunday for Environment. Mobilizing all resources to build new rural areas. Grade 10 students need advice on choosing bright subjects associated with career orientation. First, look at some daily news.
Dutal Phu Lương District had just celebrated the 30th anniversary of its establishment on July 2023. Over the past 30 years, Dutal has become the economic, cultural, political center of Phu Lương District. Currently, the local per capita income is estimated at 85 million dong per person per year, increasing about 20 times compared to 1993. It's a basic for the town to develop sustainably and become a great for cities in the coming time. Thái Nguyên Youth Union has just collaborated with the Youth Unions of Thái Nguyên University to organize the program A Green Sunday for the Environment. During the programs from now to August, all agencies under Thái Nguyên City's Youth Unions will organize activities on every Sunday to clean the environment in order to build a green, beautiful, civilized, and modern Thái Nguyên city, thereby raising the awareness of environmental protection. Phu Binh District Youth Union has just cooperated with Phu Binh District General Hospitals, the district Red Cross, to provide free medical examination for honest members of the Veteran Association, relatives of martyrs, people who contributed much to the revolution. On that occasion, Phu Binh District Youth Union visited two former volunteers who could not attend the program due to their poor health.
On July 17, the Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development Lê Minh Hoan chaired an online conference to review the 3-year implementation of the National Target Program on building new rural areas in the period 2021-2025 with provinces and cities nationwide. Leaders of Thái Nguyên Department of Agriculture and Rural Development and representatives of departments, branches, and units attended at the online conference.
This year, Thái Nguyên province tried to have 11 communes satisfying new rural standards. 10 communes recognize advanced rural area. 5 communes recognize model rural area. Định Hóa District registered to meet new rural standards. Đại Từ District tried to reach new rural standards. Thái Nguyên province tried to have 20 or more hamlets achieving model rural standards, and 20 local products with 3 stars or more. At the conference, delegates focused on discussing solutions to mobilize all resources, develop local products, improve the effectiveness of inspection and implementation. At the conference, the delegates focused on discussing solutions to mobilize all resources, develop local products, improve the effectiveness of inspection and implementation of the program. Minister Lê Minh Hoan also requested all localities to raise the awareness of local peoples about new rural construction in association with the construction of ecological agriculture and modern rural area, completing the system of mechanisms and policy, promptly remove difficulties and obstacles to mobilize all resources for the implementation of the program.
On July 17, the Institute of Agriculture Planning and Design, Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development held a workshop on sustainable development of districts in Vietnam.
Currently, Thái Nguyên province has been built a production areas of fresh tibas with a scale of over 22,200 hectares, an output of over 260,000 tons per year, and a production values of 8,500 billion dong. The income after processing reached over 10,400 billion dong, ranked the first in the country. The province also implemented many support policies to promote production, brand building, and product consumption. However, in many localities, the tea planters only grow raw materials without processing and consuming products. They haven't focused on specific development orientation for each type variety. The build-up makers, fertilizers, and specific steen occurs, so the scales and values of the tea industries is still inadequate. Vietnam is striving to have about 75% of tea areas certified for safety by 2030. The percentage of high-quality tea is 50%. To achieve these goals, Vietnam will develop teas in association with effective land use, taking advantage of potential to make new products, apply science and technologies, building safe materials areas associated with ecotourism, experience tourism.
In the first 6 months of 2023, the Employment Service Center under the Department of Labor, Work Invalids and Social Affairs successfully connected and introduced jobs to nearly 1,000 people, reaching 65% of the year plan.
In addition, more than 3,000 people were introduced jobs. 18,000 people were consulted on legal policies on labor, employment, unemployment insurance, enrollment, and career orientation. In particular, the peak week to connect labor supplies and demand in Taiwan's province in 2023 has attracted more than 180 enterprises and vocational education institutions to participate, with over 20,000 recruitment positions and over 10,000. More than 9,000 workers and students were provided with information about the domestic and foreign labor markets, policies and laws on employment, labor, vocational trainings, and unemployment insurance.
Currently, along with the procedures for admission to grade 10, students must choose a combination of subjects. Choosing the right subject to student thought, ability, and career orientation in 3 years of high school is not easy. So how to choose the right subjects? How is counseling carried out by school? It is an issue that many parents, students, and schools are concerned about.
To prepare for the new school years, Dương Tử Minh High School held a meeting to give advice on parents on the selection of a combination of 10 grade subjects. After the first pilot years of implementing the new educational program for class 10, this year the school advice on choosing a combination of 10 grade subjects is done more specifically, helping parents understand and give right orientation for their children.
Các con thì mới hết lớp 9 cho nên là việc chọn tổ hợp.
Students have just finished grade 9, so it is difficult for them to choose subjects for grade 10. So I think teachers and parents should give them advice. We have consulted information from peers of universities to advise our students. The education program 2018 is divided into 2 phases, including phase 1 is basic education, grade from 1 to 9, and phase 2 is career orientation education from grade 10 to grade 12, in which grade 10 students study 8 compulsory subjects. In addition, students will be able to choose 4 subjects among 9 subjects, including geography, economics and legal education, physics, chemistry, biology, technologies, information technologies, music, art. I'm good at literature and histories, but my parents advise me to study math, physics, and chemistry. That's why I feel nervous. I hope that parents and the children themselves can choose right subjects that are suitable to their ability. Parents and students worry about choosing subjects because the job trend in the market now is changing drastically. To greatly show the difficulties, schools need to consult on subject combination so that students and families can decide before entering the high school.
That's all we have for today. Thank you for joining. Goodbye and see you next time.